All right, okay, welcome to Mongoose Live. We are here on a beautiful Friday afternoon, maybe even evening, depending on where you are. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we will be watching Aden Thao as he races qualifying number one. This is not live; it has already occurred. If you know the results, and good for you. Otherwise, we're going to watch it together. I haven't seen the race, so we're going to watch it together. 我初头想到，他那就碰见就佢啲人就做，努罗莫咯，努罗，只系有咗，第一场未架，仲有，第一场落咗，我初头呢上到，努罗俾佢都叫 Aiden Tao 你成 qualifying number one the race, the last round of MotoAmerica here in the United States before the season ends. It ends in Alabama, and if you know, then you know that this is a very important race. Aden 你成嘅你your position number 到，the overall 就是你嘅输嘅到 number G. He's working very hard, and I saw him a couple of days back, and I spoke to Callie Shine, and he's trying something very different today. So again, thank you for being here today. Let's check in to say people that are here. Of course, be friendly, say hi, and let me know that you're here, so I know that we're watching together. Tu Li Lo says, yes, Tu Li có tu học tu lúc nào có tu nó biết rồi có say Aiden Singh. And of course, the K says this kid is a beast. Absolutely. Aden is a beast. Aden, he's one of the hardest working riders I've ever met. 我知道 Aden 成多嘛，你好 He's there's something very special about him. He's relentless. He puts his body on the line, and he's not afraid to do whatever it takes to win. But if this is your first time watching Mongoose Live, do me a huge favor. Take one moment in your time right now. Take one moment, share and like, subscribe so other people can know that I'm watching. Vì學個裝咯，要一個載呢平當拎到提啲到薄啦，so平當嘢估乜做啲估俾使大嘢估乜lừa I don't 估住乜做制度上嚟使到拎啲晒使嘢啦，因為明到佢使到先咯，你嚟住晒使嘢，全部有等地你 you can see the post, you can read the post, but 學咗要 shine Aden 成嘢 this is the time right now. So Aden is racing in qualifying race number one. 頭嚟成咗錯路，運受問題，就嚟俾到 Friday，就 New Friday，聽日上 Saturday 運受上咗啦，你成我哋 qualifying determines where you are placed in the grid，就要俾成嘅qualifying 依天安靜靜興到我哋個二成度，就冇個進入個隨便啊，你點研究亦都而作別得好。 So really important. And if you haven't already, 有啲多學過咯，你學 Facebook especially, please subscribe to Mongoose on YouTube and hit that notification button. Live. So again, if you're here, please say hi. And as always, if you want to actually come live with me and watch with me live on the air, you can actually do that. Just send me a direct message on Facebook. The only way you can send me a direct message is if you're a friend. So make sure you friend me. I'll always friend you back. Unless your page looks a little shady, then I might not. But that being said, direct message me. We can watch it live together. There are occasional people that do come here that do watch live with me, specifically a few of the fans. Oh, Tuli, nhớ rồi. Tuli, yes, so Tuli xin你特别喜欢动落地 Tuli 要俾tu itu chơi mongoose yeah chơi Aden. Tuli, do me a favor, share. Share. I don't want to eat too much of your time, but that being said, Tuli, I don't want to eat too much time, so let's begin to watch this. Again, 可能只係 live 啦，啲做大，但是不但佢好老師，所以佢知道學啲嘢，佢曬得 OK， 要俾嘢學，要俾佢學 OK， so 可能要Aden 要成嘅佢知道報咯，就俾佢學 OK。Welcome
back, everybody. It is time for Sport Bike Track.
Chris, Nyozong, all the way from Seattle. Nyozong, thanks for joining me, Chris. We're going to watch Aden race today.
Alabama. Great to have you here at a beautiful Barber Motorsports Park. There is the legendary museum. This place is very
Aden
special
tells me that
the
Alabama.
And pit lane. Now, the most recent race was at New Jersey Motorsports Park. And they put on one heck of a show there, Roger, as these Junior Cup riders always do.
Yeah, they did. The first day the track was dry, but the second day was totally different. You see this race, a lot of guys going down. That was actually the warm-up lap. Joseph Lamandra.
So they had a warm-up in the morning, and during after the morning warm-up, then they do the qualifying race.
It was funny, she had mentioned that early in the race, the first couple of laps, she said, I thought I was going to be really slow, because I felt like I had absolutely no grip, but nobody did. And that's kind of, as you can see, another rider going down there.
Okay, so the Thailand must be so different in environmental conditions. Yes. 像我到到了台北嘛，你傻喺度，俾埋都講呢咪要必真攞，就是台北也整要 summer。
Luckily, he was up and okay. That's really fast.
Oh, this was in. This was a. I'm sorry. This is a review of New Jersey.
It's a little bit more wet now. Kayla gets a good start and just starts to pull away.
At that point, obviously, she figured out that she did have some pace. And
wow, early morning in Hey, thank you so much for
still took its toll on some of the other riders, but Kayla
Mongoose
just was absolutely clocked into it here and brought home a very impressive win.
Yes, yeah, they got him
Chris.
Thank goodness TGIF. Thank goodness. It's Friday. Don't shake the Friday. Long. No, this is not Thailand. This is. We were just talking about Thailand. This is actually Alabama.
And then also that race weekend in New Jersey.
And long as driving while it's wet must be tough. Yes. It is super tough, but they have rain tires too. So this is the overall ranking of race 2.
Top 9 there. The big story is, of course, we have 2 races here. This
bigger lead, and he crashed out.
The riders seat,
okay, so this is the championship standing right. I'm going to pause it for 1 second. Number 1 is Cody Wyman. He is the most senior rider. Cho họ Junior Cup nó chỉ là chụp bút yêu sành một đầu thầu yêu mà nó nhiều cột blog một đầu nên gì xưa có chắc hay có token nên gì vậy you have to leave, you cannot race yet to mega lâu nó nên gì xong he's the oldest one xong sau kia mình sành đó họ Junior Cup nó tao cá nhân chỉ nhiều chụp sành thôi ba lại thì nhiều thứ rất thay là nó oppo nó cho blog point thì tụ number August Rodeo number Bay Caleb Yakov 他推斷晒我成日到我應到行the number blow 就係 Joseph Lamandri number G 就係 Max Vandenbroek number 9就係 Aden OK number G 就 G Aden 就 number 9就是個冇使用到9到 G 呢若我走你2 point 啫長行啊嘅觀眾就要Aden 成雙啦就要拉到 number G 咯to normal to number G. That's why you keep on hearing saying Aden say in his social media that he is in position for fifth position. I think he's going to get it this weekend.
Point buffer, but all the way down to Lamandri, only 35 points back. Mathematically, still.
Hi, Nyojo, come only all the way from North Carolina. Thank you for coming and joining us today.
Right there, so you never know.
College fans, you know college fans still have polos available. So let's pause this for 1 second. Talk about polos.
Had a great year.
So what Chris is talking about are these polos here. Beautiful ones. I don't know. You might Chris got direct message to Cali Shine and he'll let you know if there are any I know that they put in orders very early on. It must have been in like April. And so I don't know the chili and they're actually not made in here. They're made in Taipei, but very fortunate because I was very inquisitive about it, to say the least, and I knew that okay, and so they do. So I actually have these little tiny small polo that look identical to this. And so next year, order Cali Shine. I think they'll have it next year also. But ask for the kid ones if you have kids, because the kid ones are really nice, identical to this. Yes, Long. Absolutely, this is the last shot. Very much the last shot. This is Aiden's last shot to get into fifth position.
He's been really consistent. Hasn't made a lot of mistakes. So he
polo shirt. Aiden's number. I don't know. There's just this one here. The number is right here.
careful, could cost you a lot of spots.
It's on the arm.
Yeah, 6 wins on
definitely.
the year, 10 times on the box. For Cody, that's how you put together
very
championships,
close.
is just being a point-scoring machine.
So this is qualifying one.
Session, it was Kayla Yakov on the number 31 from Altus Motorsports. That was quickest by about 4/10
I know that Aden did
over the
pretty
Omega
good.
Racing entry of points leader Cody Wyman. The 34, the 96.
So again, what they do is no one's racing anyone
Van
for time. You're actually racing yourself. And so they let you ride
Joel Amandri Jr.
As much as you can, but you only have 20 minutes. Usually it's 30 minutes.
Was in the 6th spot. And I'll tell you, a guy who's been impressive. He hasn't run that many races. 6th this morning was pretty quick.
He was trying a new technique.
Really did well. I expect him to be pretty strong.
It looked like whatever Aden changed,
those first
he got a lot faster.
couple races
You
when
guys
he
will
moved
see.
up the Junior Cup, and for him, he's just not made a lot of mistakes.
So
and just
this
slowly
track
getting
is very
quicker,
different because you can see it goes up and down. It is not
looks
just a
good in the
flat
races
track.
too, and just really solid rider so far, and a great start to his Junior Cup career.
So when they make the first lap, then they announce who's the pole positions.
Down through Charlotte's Web, turn 5 up the hill.
陶子路就碰到這個
Heading into this
這
really
個啲
interesting
個小道，
7-8-9
我做機有隻股海路，一隻股海路
Flick it,
未
try
揀
and
到
right.
嗰
That's
陣
where
時
we
個
talk about straightening it out right up and over that curve and then
個
down
係
through
未揀
9.
到，所以就是有啲呢上到冇多個股，亦股係唔好嘅，有啲上到未揀，所以股低未揀，有啲啲實講呢。你對實股係冇到嘅
And it's got to be
show
an immense
reply
thrill
post
ride
股
for
嘅
sure,
股
Roger. But from
嘅，
a
咁
rider's
未落
perspective,
咗
whether
係
you're on one
你
of
連
these
咗同係
bikes
冇
is
到面住，你個嗰個人未揀咧，
toe
你而
move
收股亦
there.
股而係唔好。
Didn't quite get through, did the number 34. But when you come up at speed, up and over into one of these blind entries,
Can you
where
guys
you've got
hear
the
the
apex right at the
track
top of the
video?
crest, you know,
Okay,
you
I'm
can't
gonna turn
see
it
it
up a
when
little
you're coming up to it. You don't know what's on the other side. It is just sheer commitment, isn't it?
That's exactly right, just pure commitment, and that's why it's so important at this track to find your reference points, because like you said, there's so many blind corners you can't see the apex, so you have to find those reference
So the
points
technique is you want to draft
and then,
for these rounds. You want to
faster,
follow
those
them
reference points can move,
and then
so you
pass
gotta really
them, and then
be on
you
your toes
use
at
their
this
draft
track.
to
There's a
speed
lot of-
you up, and
it's
you'll
an
literally
awesome
gain
track, though. It's so
seconds by
much
doing
fun, the way
that.
it
So that's what
flows
these three
together
guys are
and
doing.
the elevation, but you definitely got to get
So
your
we have our
reference
first
points.
set now.
One little mistake in one of those blind corners could be costly.
Early in the going here, Gus Rodeo just jumping to the top at a 38 flat. Now, Kayla went a 36.9 in this morning's practice. So
there's Aden.
use
He's at
that
number
as the
3.
Target point here. It's Rodeo, Lamondre, and Aden Thao up into the top 3 right now. And the number 55, then Humphreys on the 65, then Max Van on the 48, Avery Dreyer on the 99, Cody Wyman. That's this group right here, duking it out, trying to draft off each other, find a little bit of pace.
So we'll see if they play
Jump
Aden
up
or
to
not.
the
So Gus
96,
Rodeo to number E.
a fast rider right now, Gus Rodeo.
You mentioned earlier about Spencer Humphrey. He actually first race got on the podium in New Jersey. Was right there in that lead battle. Was right there in good position to actually win it.
So right now, ta chỉ nói về Aden number 9 nhiều tụi number 8 in the chart thì nó cho sành đời sớm mong sao.
You get up on the box
Có
first
gì
time
đời
out,
chỉ có
that
gì
is mighty
nó có
impressive
gì
here.
cho tụi tao không.
And as we're watching
That little
the,
color on the bottom,
96
how
of
that's
Gus
it. I
Rodeo,
never
Robbie,
learned what
he
that
right
is. I
now
gotta
is
talk to
almost a
Lo
half
about
second
what those
underneath
colors
his
mean.
previous
I know it
best
has
time.
to do with there's sections of the track.
Yeah, and the thing is with Gus Rodeo is coming into this actual qualifier, he doesn't have the same gearing he had in practice. I talked to his dad, Kevin, just a moment ago, and when they went out, Roger, they said they were trying to run it like a 5-speed, like they were doing last year. I said, what do you do, make a tooth change? He said, no, a 5-tooth change. So you can run it as a 6-speed, which it is. Or you can
Hey, how are you doing? Kali Shine's here. Actually, they're here. Again, this race already occurred, so Kali Shine and them, they're just sitting. They're not sitting around. They're just working on the bike. But Kali Shine, thank you for watching. The Kali Shine, if you want to come on live, then let me know too.
Using 5 instead of 6 gears. Sometimes,
if anybody wants to come in,
there's only one way to figure it out. I'm sure they probably did it at another race somewhere, and it worked out for him. And so he's going to give it a shot today, and he's getting quicker each lap. And, for him with the new gearing the way it is, it's going to take a couple laps to figure it out and know if it's better or not, once he gets up to speed.
And there aren't any corners here that are you would call really slow, so you could easily maybe get away with that. I was going to say Gus Rodeo, he
shoot me a message if you guys want to come watch live with me. If you're already there, might as well come in live.
But the thing is, Kayla went to the top while we were watching Gus, turned to 137.18. and is a
So
quarter of a
Caleb
second
Yakov
clear
thì
of
từ rất
Gus
thơ
right now.
ta chỉ nói
And
nhiều từng đỡ cha từng sai nó một cái bấy không sao
looking really strong in
ta
the
chỉ nói
third
nhiều
spot
có
right
sành
now.
thùng lúc chỉ thì nó chẳng to chẳng những họ cho tới tải thì chỉ những chuyện trai đi chuyện sành.
I think this is a track that she has some laps on, and she really likes it. Last year, you could just see how confident she was when we came here, and that's carrying over, and also winning that last race at New Jersey. In the last half of the season, she's been pretty much the one to beat in the class, and I think she just that confidence is just growing. See Rodeo come up on some slower riders there. You know, it's always good to look back. If you're just out there cruising around, you always gotta look back and make sure nobody's coming.
That was another thing that was addressed in that race direction.
So a message from Cali Shine. Thank you to all the fans around the world. We will definitely win this tomorrow. Okay. Thì tôi cho người bác Cali Shine sau tôi thì tôi cho nó thân cho fan nhau
Number 9 of Avery Dreyer was up into the top 10, still is 10, but obviously has come off the bike. And looks like he's up, and they're trying to see if he can get back and into it again. Aden Thao just turning a nice lap,
Thao number 2.
jumping up into second, as Kayla has uncorked the first lap underneath 137. Roger, she turned a 136.8.
So Aden is in number 2.
She's half a second clear of Aden and the rest of the field.
Yeah, it looks like this lap, if she can keep gaining, might be a mid-36 or even lower, and it's really going to break up the field. She's going to be quite a bit quicker than everybody else, and the good thing for Kayla is she's backing up these laps. She lost a little bit in that sector, but she's still about a half a second under. She can just go out and do these lap times all day, just constantly high 26, high 36s, low 37s, and she's got to be feeling pretty good.
Go Aden, absolutely.
When you're getting faster, you're so much faster than the other guys. That gives you confidence and momentum, and just to keep going there.
So 136.3, that's really fast.
Now that's pretty cool. Talk about point of sale marketing for the program. That is Kayla, and that is at the Walmart here in Leeds, Alabama. They are doing a superb job of getting the name out, getting the team out in front of everybody. And of course, it doesn't hurt to let people know you can come and watch some serious MotoAmerica action here at Barba. And I'll tell you right now, Kayla is living up to the billing.
Mission jumped on board with her just after a couple races ago, so really jumped on it and helped her out, which is great.
So Aden's at number 3.
Mission Foods does a lot, but they really came on board and really started helping Kayla, and that's a pretty cool advertisement, trying to get her, build her brand a little bit and get her name out there.
Well, anytime you can, in a major chain like
I think that's Aden right there.
Level of point of sale exposure,
no, that's not Aden.
That's huge. Boy, she read that traffic view.
That guy's too slow to be Aden. There's Aden. Come on, Aden.
Look at Aden Thao, who sits now in that third spot, having a really strong qualifying run. Another guy, too, is Hayden McNeese, who now sits in the 5th spot aboard the number 69, and Chase Black.
Come on, Aden.
Seen some good pace out of on occasion. Now sits in the 6th spot. But Ryota Ogawara, as you said, made his debut at New Jersey, hails from Tokyo, Japan.
Good job, Aiden.
And great to see some international recognition for this Sport Bike Track Year Junior Cup.
Yeah, and also Aden Thao, way faster than he was this morning. This morning he did 39, so for him to come here, and he lost a little bit. You could see he was under those first 2 sectors. The 3rd sector he lost a little bit, but he still, if he can hold this just 0.3 back, he's going to move into 2nd or 3rd at the worst.
Just love how that bike gets light there, and you can see it compress as it gets to that bottom of that little rise. There's so much of that at this track. Anytime you have a track with elevation change in general, but too relatively abrupt, and it happens at speed, you got to be.
Hello from Mont Nouveau. Go Aden. Jessica, how are you? For those who don't know, Mont Nouveau is they'll be doing a concert in November.
From this morning, and that's what makes it difficult with this. With all the elevation,
they very
and
much
the elevation
are in need of support. Let's all go support Mont Nouveau. They're doing a very extremely unique event. It's a fashion show with a music show. And so a very interesting endeavor at one of the largest places and beautiful places in Minnesota, the Armory. Jessica, I've been doing, I might come come join you
and
guys.
not just
We'll
for
see,
the
but I'm all
riders,
the
but
way
for
in
the crews
California.
and the setup guys, to
So
work
Jessica
together.
says yes, very
That's
good,
what they
and they are
enjoy
excited for
as much
Aden.
as
Yes,
anybody is.
Aden, go
All right,
Aden.
what can we do to the bike to just hit that sweet spot? And when you hit that sweet spot, a classic case would have been Rocco Landry in Supersport at Brainerd. They had that when that crew had that bike, they nailed that setup. He said it was perfect and was untouchable. When you get there, it's pretty special.
It is, and then hopefully it can translate. Sometimes though, the setup at the tracks can be a little bit different whenever they have a lot of elevation and the next track
Yes,
doesn't.
definitely.
And
Come
most
out to
guys,
Minnesota.
once
We're
they
looking forward
find
to
a
seeing
pretty
everyone.
good
Yes,
setup,
if you're in
then,
Minnesota,
they call it a base
I
setup,
think
they
it's
pretty much
the
take it everywhere, and then they're pretty
weekend of
close.
20th. I
Kayla
could be
now,
wrong. Jessica, correct me.
36.2, so
Of
she's just getting
November,
quicker each
the
lap.
second or third weekend of
That's
November.
impressive. Here's the 14
Go out
at
and
Chase
join
Black,
Mont Nouveau.
who
They're
sits in the
bringing
6th spot
Win
right
and
now.
Juan Vu from
And
all the way
I think
from
that was the 11 of Logan Monk behind
Moto
him, who just was out in the Talent Cup qualifying session, so has some track knowledge, but very different bike, and is back in the order just a little bit here. But Chase Black knocking on the door of a top 5 here.
And if you remember, he also crashed toward the end of that practice.
I'm seeing some messages.
His
I just
first
got a
chance
text.
back on track
Mark
after
is
the
trying to
practice. We didn't talk
message me. I know, Mark, I
bike
see you.
setup earlier in
My
the
wife is
session.
texting me that you're
Kayla, she
messaging
has
me,
her
but I
bike
can't
set
see your
up
messages. So
pretty
let
well,
me jump on
Yeah,
Facebook.
it looks to be pretty dialed in, although she's
Mark
taking
and
a look now. Back,
Mark is actually a
down
flat
at the
track
foot peg
racer
or the back
from
of the bike.
Fresno.
Robbie, what's up?
I know really well. I'm working with
Not able to see the video that you're seeing or timer scoring or anything, but I wanted to play
he's
off
also
the
a racer.
fact
I
that
just
I
went
was
to race
talking with
to watch him
Gus
race
Rodeo's
this
father a
past
moment ago and
weekend.
talked to him about,
And
are you having discussions with your son? And he's like, no, he didn't want to hear from me. But that also gets me thinking about, what if you're Cody Wyman? You don't want to do anything crazy on this fast day. And as it looks like Kayla may be starting to come into the pits here. But you start thinking about these boys against that girl. That's what we saw last year. That was the case in the rain.
Interesting. Mark, I don't know why I can't see your post.
She's coming down to pit lane right now.
My wife took some screenshots. You're on Facebook. You said go boy go. Yes, definitely. Thank you for participating, Mark. Mark has watched me for a while now, but I've
to win the
for some reason when he
championship for
posts
Altus
from
Motorsports,
Facebook,
taking
I can
another
never see his
victory.
posts,
And when
but
they're seeing
everyone
her
else
on
can.
top of that tally, that's
But I
everything
can't
that
see it
they
for
don't want to
one
see.
reason, and then
And I know it may sound
firewall
sexist
going,
or
oh,
whatever,
Kayla's off
but
the
I
bike.
promise you, they can say they have all the love for Kayla in the world, but when these boys get beat by this girl, it means a little something different. I'm going to sit there and talk to you. How's it feeling after the Q1 and you're on top right now?
It feels good, yeah. I like this track a lot. This track feels like home to me. So, just trying to get out there, get a feel for it. Not really pushing too hard yet. Just trying to figure the bike out, but we're pretty close, so we're just going to keep going step by step.
We saw how fast you were in the rain. Do you like it equally as well in the dry when it's a good track like it is today?
Definitely. The conditions right now are great, so we're going to keep pushing.
I saw the Mission Foods promo out there. Too fast, too tasty. How can you be too fast or too tasty?
Mission's awesome, You got to get out there, got to get fast, tasty.
So it's really humbling for the guys. My conversation with Aden, they get beat by a 15-year-old girl. It humbles you really quick.
Good job.
So Aden is in number 2.
Aden,
number 2.
That's where she wants to end this thing. Still with a shot of winning the championship.
A legit shot, and when she
So
pitted,
Cali
Roger,
Shine
she
Racing
was
says
up by
Aden will be
over
with you
half
guys
a
in a bit.
second.
I'm not sure what that
Aden
means.
Thao has trimmed it to about 4/10, but in this class, that's still a big margin, although there are still 5.5 minutes left in this session.
Yeah, still 5.5 minutes left. I think you'll see, the board kind of change a little bit toward the top as some guys come in and get a tire toward the end. Not as much as most classes, but they will. Some guys. Kayla was talking about coming in and getting a new tire, so we'll see some lap times drop.
Okay, very good. Facebook user. Woohoo, Aden.
On screen here.
So I apologize. I think more of you are posting than what I can see. If I shared the screen of the comments I see, then I don't see them all.
Couple of wins this year for Joe, but 9 podiums, and that's really kept him in the hunt. He won at MotoAmerica, the first of the doubleheaders, and then did it again in the first race.
Do you guys see the chat
at Laguna Seca? But
Cali
really
Shine Racing says, yeah, this is Kayla's backyard track, but we are always.
And what we're seeing here now, Chase Black is on
right
a really good lap here. If he can keep
Aden
this together here,
in number 2. Very nice. This is
cost him
one
a
of the
little
highest
bit there
Aden's been all
in the second sector.
He had a really good first sector, though.
Boy, didn't he?
Low or Aden, if you're watching, if you guys want to go live
far,
and talk about what's different in the bike later,
but the 16.8 that Kayla had in the second sector compared to Chase's 17.3, that was the difference.
4 minutes left.
Yep. Maybe he got held up in
positioned him
traffic.
too. That
You
is
see a couple
beautiful.
guys out there. You'll see toward the end of the session, some guys will be looking for somebody to draft with or to follow, and they might get in your way, and I think that's what might happen. But Chase is still, having a pretty good lap if he can just keep it going, and hopefully this next lap he can get a clean one.
And this track isn't particularly long at 2.38 miles. And with 17 turns in there, it's also busy, isn't it?
It really is. There's not. The Junior Cups will have a little bit straightaway because their top speeds are down, but there's not a lot of straightaways here. You're constantly always kind of working the bike, either getting ready for a corner or have some elevation
14.
coming
That's
up that
Chase
you gotta
Black.
get ready for. So not a lot of time to rest at this track.
And I love this
Ojiwara 97 was very fast in New Jersey. He took first place for a little tiny bit.
How difficult can we make this turn one? Falling away off camber, and then that compression and up into
so one
the
of the
next
things
set of
I'm going to have
corners.
to do,
It's a
and I'm
pretty
doing my
special
homework, is
piece
I
of
have to
racing.
review what
really
the track
is.
looks
It's
like.
really
Looks
hard
like
to
when
get
you're
it
watching
right,
and you're
but
not
once you
familiar
start
with what the
to
track
figure
is,
it out
it's
and
really
get it
hard
right,
to watch.
there's not
You
too
don't
many
know
corners.
where they're going. You just
Much
see
more
bikes
fun
running.
than turn
When you're
1, and then
familiar
the
with
corner
track,
they're
you
just
kinda
in
know
turn
where they're
5,
at.
that downhill braking, trying to get it to stop.
Lots of respect
with
for
that
Kayla.
engine
She's the only
braking,
professional young
rear
girl.
end stepping out,
Girls in the
backing
USA
up,
to beat all the boys.
backing in,
Yeah,
trying to
I
get in the
absolutely
corner.
agree. She's the
This
first
track,
girl ever
everybody
in the
loves
United
coming to
States in
Barber.
terms of
It's
motocross
one of
racing to ever
everybody's
place
favorites.
first too.
It's an incredible facility in general, and the track, especially for bikes, is magical. Did you see there was a debris flag that was flying down into turn 5 into Charlotte's Web? I didn't see anything down on track.
So yeah, I've got to school myself. They're using a lot of terms. I have no idea what they're talking about.
When you see a debris flag, which technically means a change in the surface condition on a bike, you pay attention.
Yeah, you will. Coming up where they're at right now, actually. So we'll see if the flagman's still waving it there on the left. They is.
Yeah.
But I don't see anything. So it could be a little gravel toward the edge of the track. It's not always something on the racing line. It's just to let the riders know there is something to look for.
Another 2 minutes, the last 2 minutes. 2 minute ends, and then you get to finish your lap.
Check that. I think that's a 97. That's Ryota, who dropped out of the top 10 and has now just moved his way back up into 9th. With the number 14 of Black right behind him. There is that turn 1.
Joseph Landers also now got himself in the top 3. Talk about him getting quicker as the session went on.
I think of all races, if Aden's going to take it, he's going to take this race.
Some of these guys will get
He's going to podium at least.
Might just get one, so we'll see if they can't.
If he stays safe, he's going to definitely
Joseph
podium.
Landry quicker again, moves up to 2nd.
Nice lap by Joseph for sure. And
oh, there he goes.
Cody Wyman, down he goes. That's down at the bottom of 5. Is that Cody?
It's not Cody. That's Hayden Bicknees.
Oh, that's Bicknees. Yes, indeed.
They were all together, though.
Yep, the 69. Sorry about that, Cody, and all your friends and fans there. He's up right away, no problem.
He's done.
And,
He's not
Robbie,
going to go
understand
anywhere
you've got
in
an
a
update
minute.
on Kayla's Lamandry now as we first watch what happened to Hayden here.
Slips
the
out.
thing with Kayla Yaakov, she came in with like 7 minutes
leans
to go,
too
and
far.
that's pretty typical. They'll come in, throw a new tire on, go out there. They didn't. They brought her in. They were really comfortable with everything she had. I mean, I think it was even the same tire that she ran in practice. So that gives her a fresh tire in the morning. Doesn't have to worry about it today. She wanted a new tire last time. Didn't get it. Still won the race. She might want a new tire today. She's not going to get it. Not even go back out there. And she's looking to do the same thing. Q1, P1 when it comes to the race time.
Well, some strategy playing out there. Let's see what happens here. Is Cody, nice lap, jumps to 3rd.
Right there, he takes
Thao
Aden.
back to 4th. Gus Rodeo now to 5th. But Kayla's still up by 0.14. And Roger, as we were looking at the replay of the incident with Hayden, he had some serious chatter on the front end.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of that into turn 5, because the front end load, because we talk about it being downhill and just you're trail braking all the way to the apex, and for him just had that little bit of front chatter, and you could tell he had a couple riders in front of him, and I think he got in a little deep.
So Callie Shine says Cody Wyman is 28 years old and a professional instructor, and sometime will have his bad day and beat by young kids, but in the sport, motorcycle racing, it's not about the age, it's about the skills, whole team, and your bike. Lots of respect.
See what he's going to be able to do. Currently sits in the 5th spot.
Lots of respect to everyone.
No improvement.
So that's it. Checker flag. You get to finish your lap, and that's it.
So anybody who's on a lap, obviously, it will count.
That's awesome. Number 4 out of 20. That's really good.
Here is the 34 of Cody.
So, I don't know Aden
I think he got underneath the flag, so he may have one more shot at it here.
Looks like he's on a cool-down lap.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. He's looking backwards.
Aden will be joining you guys shortly. Let me text low.
Kind of says a lot about how strong Kayla was now that we know it was a used tire from practice. And at the end of the session, when everybody else was putting on fresh tires, she ends up not even going back out and still being about 15/100ths clear of the field.
Yeah, it has to give her a lot of confidence. Now in the morning, she'll have an extra tire pretty much compared to everybody else. But these tires on the Junior Cup bikes last a lot longer compared to like Superbike, Super Sport. So for them, they can kind of get away with it sometimes. But still, the competition isn't going to want to see that.
Calix Stein says Aden will be joining you guys shortly.
The top 10 were covered by a second, so it was really close. But that doesn't really tell the whole story. We don't know what Kayla would have done had she gone out on that tire. But Cody Wyman, late in the session, finding some speed, puts it up into the third spot. Let's take a look at the provisional results again of first qualifying. Another one tomorrow. And you can see there's Kayla up top by that diminished margin, but it all happened while she was just checking in pit lane. Then Lamandry, then Cody Wyman, then Aden Thao in fourth, Gus Rodeo 50, Black in sixth, and rounding out your top 9, Spencer Humphreys continuing to impress.
There's a bunch of you here, but here's the current standings right now. Hey, I see Jose's comments. Sorry, Mark, I can't see your comments, but I see Jose's comments. Mark and I are here watching the race. So the race just ended. This is qualifying number 1. Tomorrow morning will be qualifying number 2. Unfortunately, my understanding is qualifying number 2 is not broadcasted, and so for that we'll have to watch the live timing. If anyone doesn't know what the live timing is and wants me to walk them through it, we can do that today too. And let's see here. Sorry, Mark. I can't see your post. I can see everybody's post except for Mark. So I apologize, Mark. But here's the current standing as it is right. Let's blow that back up. It's too small. As of right now, Kayla Yakov, the speed woman, is 136.24. Followed by number 2, Joseph Lamandry, number 3, Cody Wyman, and number 4, 55, Aden Thao. But if you look at these numbers, yeah, it's slightly obscured by the play sign, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, the top 10 are not even a second off from each other. Aden is literally like a third of a second away from first place. Oh, okay. Well, look at that. Aden will be joining us in 5 minutes. He might be, I don't know, getting dressed, showering, beats me. But Aden will be here in a little bit. If anybody wants to stick around and ask Aden questions, and we can do that. Hey, if we're here, then we might as well do a little bit of a homework, and I'll do it right in front of you so you guys can see too. I'm going to do a little bit of typing here. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can get a picture of the racetrack. Oh boy, that's about the track. Nope, I can't get a good picture of the track. But if you're here, Aden will be joining us in about Aden Ta. And he's going to be here in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and finish off. Let's go ahead and finish off this video.
Williams and Hayden Bicknese completing that top 9 in this first qualifying. But as we said, Cody was playing the patience game, but Roger, late in the session, he found the speed.
He always does toward the end of the session, and even at the end of the races, Cody just really smart, uses his experience and just chips away at it. And toward the end, he always finds his way toward the front. We didn't see him all session, then toward the end, finds himself in the front row provisionally, right where he wants to be going into tomorrow's race.
And of course, important for him, considering his points position here, is Joe Lamandry, who ended up late in the session after having been near the front early, then dropped out just a little bit of the top 5 and then responded late with a really stout lap. and pushed it up into second spot, Roger.
Yeah, he did. Really got a lot quicker toward the end of the session. Actually, this morning he was pretty quick, too, in the top 5. So Joseph Lemander is looking really good this weekend, but he's going to need to improve a little bit. We see Kayla, we see her right here, so fast so far this weekend. Fastest this morning, was faster than anybody this whole session. Says she's not even pushing yet, and got a little left in the tank.
That's got to be of concern, as we talked about. So everybody chasing Kayla right now, but another qualifying session to come. We'll see what unfolds for that tomorrow morning. We have a lot more coming. Next time when we come back, it'll be Super Sport Qualifying 1.
Let's see if I can load this map for us. I'm almost there, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so whoever's still here, I'm going to be joined by Aden in just a little bit. We can talk to Aden in just a little bit. Lao keeps on talking to me, so here it is. It'll be a great battle tomorrow, and we will pray for all the safety for everyone. Absolutely. Tomorrow's going to be a very intense day because everyone's going to be racing super stinking hard because the top 3 especially are racing. They're pretty close, and they're going to race really hard. It's not going to be much for the struggle for second, third, and fourth. And so it's going to be a really, really close race. And oh, okay. So for Mark, if you're watching, change to the Mongoose page. If you're watching, I guess there's some kind of issue if you watch on the Long Her live page. But that being said, Aden says that, whoa, look at this. Some inside information, hoping that Aden and Ryoto, the Japanese boy, will team up tomorrow. So there's a Japanese rider, and he may be teaming up with Aden. I don't know. It's going to be really interesting because a lot of these riders, there's a lot of technique. Like, for example, they said a couple times on the live sessions on the broadcast that Cody and Kayla like to team up, and so they kind of ride together. They just know to ride each other and use each other's drafts. That's how you can get a slight advantage. That's going to be that may be the case with Aden and Ryoto. And you saw if you watched. If you watched Aden's Facebook, then you know that Ryoto's been on Aden's page already. And so let's see here. For those who don't know, there's a new Aden Thao racing page. There's Aden's personal page, and then there's Aden his actual racing page. Pull it up. So if you haven't already, please do follow the Aden Thao Racing page, and that's where all the newest information will be. If you're here, give me a couple minutes. I think Aden's going to join us in just a little bit. Let's see here. Oh, that's not it. There it is. So there's his page here. And Aden talks to Ryoto on here too. So Steve says something really interesting. Steve Yang, one of the professional riders who rides in the Twins Cup. It'd be nice to have 2 Hmong racers team up. I absolutely agree. If they're more all 2 Hmong saying the same class, saying, okay, man, they might as well just team up, if not be on the same race team. That'd be awesome. That's a great idea, Steve. And Callie Stein says, we hope to get these 2 Hmong Asian boys on the podium tomorrow. Yeah, let's get on that podium, guys. Có mới cho thọ bé xem mà tàu nó là thọ ấy là xem là chỉ mỗi thứ này xìa nha cho ấy xìa chơi chỉ thấu she thấu thế gì that's can be issues this cái đó chỉ mình cả nó là chỉ trong hai thứ chỉ tao hai đó nếu một trái lấy số cái ấy chỉ yang and so Aden needs a lot of help, whatever help you can get. Okay, Aden will be here shortly. Aden has my contact, so he'll join us when he gets a sec. But again, if you haven't had a chance yet, please like, share Aden Thao Racing, and there's a footage of here of Aden and Ryoto that Aden put up not too long ago. Let me see if I can pull it up. I know it's here somewhere. Oh, here it is. So let's see if we can pull this up.
Jersey Motorsports with one of the new riders, Ryota, all the way from Tokyo, Japan. He has a very big name out there, and he has won many, many races. And he will be competing with us in the MotoAmerica Junior Cup class for this round in New Jersey and the last round of MotoAmerica at Barber, Alabama. And I'm very happy that you're able to join us, and welcome here to the United States.
Okay, go. 荻原です。日本から来ました。今回、モーターアメリカ、ニュージャージーランドとバーバンのラウンドを出ることができてとても嬉しいです。
So, so that was Ryoto Ojigara. He is he barely turned 14. When he raced in New Jersey, he was 14 years old and 3 days. So he just turned 14, barely legal to race in MotoAmerica. And as soon as he turned legal to race, he turned up, and he very much is racing in MotoAmerica now. So he raced in New Jersey, and he's going to be racing Alabama. Will we see him more in 2023? I hope so. I think Aden will be racing probably in Asia, but I think Aden might be able to do a couple races here and there. I hope that Aden races in Laguna, so that way I can go out there and film him really closely. But Cali Shine says that to all the fans around the world, Aden will be racing mostly in Europe and Asia. He will do MotoAmerica only if he is back home and with no conflict of schedule. So there you most definitely kind of reiterated what I just said. Cali Shine Racing 你ทั่ว面子係啲都真係嘅 fan 喲，啲就啲咪教落去落做落去一啦啲Aden fan 到向我前個俾問要成到 Europe 啲Asian 到時接到啲嘅咪教啊，你要成就你說啲睇啲Taiwan, all around Asia. New MotoAmerica. That's why I kept on stressing to everyone. If you didn't catch it early on, that I kept on stressing to everyone that you want to watch Aden in person, because this might be the last time you see Aden for a while racing in person. It's hard because he's going to move on. He's going to move on to the next stage of racing. He's going to go to a higher level of racing, and到成個坑MotoAmerica 到不準時了，就可每家了驚的是要麼每家人做到單落咗成個度咗啲底每家啲底咯啦每家只要就應該驚咗，so Aden jadi yo la me kamu seng do janeng Europe te janeng Asia te che me kama li Aden te Aden si be pero go te che me kama ma fen do ma pe che chain do sana che pe一直年成 chain 到是的是个木头太低个木头nhà la te個木頭路te kama moto是只 chain and so motorcycle racing is much bigger in other countries. But that being said, Cali Shine says hoping to see a Hmong or Asian rider to compete in MotoAmerica in full rounds next year. Yes, I don't know. Will we see that? I mean, there's people watching. I think if not, we definitely will not see Aden next year. But the next closest rider would probably be Steve Yang from Minnesota, from Cato Fast Racing. He's raced in Brainerd in Minnesota, which is his home track, but it's challenging because that's your home track, so you're naturally used to it. The issue is, well, what happens when you have to go to a track that you're not aware of, and so that's when it gets really, really challenging. Oh, look at this. that being said, Aden, how are you?
How about
Let's
you?
Good. A little choppy on your end there. Are you guys in the hotel?
We're in the hotel room right now.
Okay, a little choppy. That's okay. Decay says I still have his poster. Yeah. Are you talking about Aiden or are you talking about Steve? But yeah, so yeah, we just watched it. You flew by. You wrote you. We haven't seen you this fast since the beginning of the season. Um, Really exciting. Congrats. You got fourth. I think you should have gotten second or maybe even first, but there's still qualifier number 2 tomorrow. Tomorrow, is it going to be another 20-minute session?
Um, we had 20 minutes today. Usually our qualifying session. So, I was trying different, and then I felt already, and then and I was like, oh dang, that was like, so there was definitely I wanted to try, see if it worked better, go any faster,
Hey Aiden,
but
hold on one sec. I think are you using your headphones right now? Because we're losing about the first second and a half of everything you say. You might have to go. I think it might be the noise canceling part of those headphones.
how does that sound? Is that a little?
It's a little better. Let's see. Well, keep on talking. We'll see. So you're saying that you changed a couple things about your writing.
I wanted to change a few things. It was only usually a session, so that kind of stuff. There a little bit because I wanted things, but so work on for tomorrow and qualifying tomorrow. So I could get and try to move up to the front there.
Nice. Still going in and out, but I think I got the most of what you were saying. Good. We're excited for you, and I don't think from what I was seeing, I don't think they're gonna broadcast the. I don't think the. Oops, hold on here. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna broadcast qualifying 2. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Let me check really quick. But I think we're gonna.
Yeah, I think they should do tomorrow morning.
Sorry, I'm trying to confirm it really quick here. So tomorrow, yeah, no, they're not gonna broadcast the Junior Cup qualifying so for those watching Taki Saturday at 5:10 Eastern time, okay, Eastern time. Junior Cup race number 1 will be going on. That'll be 2:10 Eastern and 1 o'clock. Is that right? Can I do my math right? No, 3:10 Central and 2:10 Pacific. Very nice. Any last thoughts for us, Aiden?
I think we have a solid right now. I think we could have ran, but what there are some things that tomorrow call fighter. I think it'll be morning, so to go. So we'll give it a shot.
Does it look like it's gonna rain tomorrow? Is it gonna be like abnormally dry weather for Alabama?
Said, throughout the rain is gonna be this weekend, but 0% chance of raining like crazy out.
All right, well, good.
That is, it's that's how Alabama is. Barber at this time of year because we weren't sure they were racing in heavy. And the year before that, dry. So but as of right now, it's rain.
Very nice. Well, Michelle saying, "Good job, Aden. So happy to see you so fast tonight." And we've got a lot of people. Some person, Mal says, "Hi, Mal. How are you? Thanks for joining us." Aiden, we'll keep it short tonight. I know that you're going to be waking up early tomorrow to get stuff together, but thanks for joining me. We'll say prayers for your safety, and that your bike. From what your dad has told me, you guys are doing a lot of stuff changing, a lot of just routine stuff on the bike, and I hope you kill it tomorrow. Get on that podium and represent Team Cali Shine. We're all behind you. Steve wanted to say something. He said, "Good luck. I'm racing my last event this weekend too." So Steve is racing CRA at Brainerd, and Steve, best luck, best of luck to you, to both Steve and Aiden. And Steve, hopefully we see a lot more in MotoAmerica next year. Michelle says, "Good luck, Aiden. We will be cheering for you." Yep, we will be definitely watching you, and tomorrow we'll be going live for sure. This wasn't live, but it was really cool to be able to pause the video and talk about it. If you're free tomorrow after the race, we can talk again, or most definitely, if possible, on Sunday after everything's said and done.
Yep. Just one last word. I just want to fans and sponsors from tomorrow. We'll fight. We'll try to get up on the podium now. For the podium, racing is always different, front or in the back. We'll definitely do our best to finish this year strong, and to everyone for this year's program. We're gonna try hard tomorrow. If you want to go on another call, we could go talk it out. See how.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. All right. So, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Thank you, Eddie, for joining us. Thank you to Locha for providing a lot of inside information. It's a true blessing to have Aiden here. We're fortunate because so we can actively contact each other. But Aiden, you make yourself so available to Mongoose and also to your Hmong community. We love you. Best luck tomorrow, and everyone tomorrow. We will see you live tomorrow. All right, take care, Aiden.
All right, Long. Thank you.